Hi, my name is Jim, and this is my review of the FMGammon Blackhawk Backgammon Board. First things first, this was originally going to be an unboxing video, and it is now a review video. The reason for that is that the board arrived too quickly. I was at work, I wasn't expecting it. I got home late at night and the board was sitting here. Now, it was too late to do an unboxing video at the time, but I've seen people on YouTube that get a backgammon board and they don't unbox it for a couple of days or a week. I don't know how they do that. I can't. I had to cut into it right away that night and play with it that night. So I've waited a month. I've played maybe 300-400 games on it, money games, and I play first thing in the morning while the coffee maker is going, and then I play a few more games throughout the day against myself, and usually get together with somebody and play a half dozen games later on in the day. The reason I got a Blackhawk from FMGammon is because I used to live in Turkey. The boards are produced in Istanbul, and I lived there in 79 to 83, so I'm dating myself. I was in high school, but yeah, I'm old. The company, FM, stands for Fuat and Meta. Two gentlemen played backgammon, and they founded the company in 2008. They make luxury backgammon boards. This particular board is at their entry price point. In early 2024, it ran $425. Considering that 100 of that is shipping to the United States, it did arrive in 6 days. I consider it very reasonable. The reason I went with an entry-level board is it's my first FMGammon board. And although there are a lot of videos on YouTube, particularly Justin McKenna's videos on FMGammon, excellent videos. He has quite a number of their boards, as well as Super Grandmaster Mark Olson. He's reviewed their boards. He also owns the World Championships, and they use FMGammon boards in Monaco and Istanbul. I think that's testament enough to the fact that they produce at least a decent board. So I was more than ready to plunk down $425 for the board. Some of their boards go as much as 4 or 5 times that for exotic woods. The American cherry wood looks just amazing. Maybe in my future, depends on how business is. Anyway, I should get to unboxing, or telling you about unboxing it. First of all, the board was packaged very well. It came in this box, which I pulled out of storage, heavy-duty pine box. That was wrapped in bubble wrap, which in turn was wrapped in some kind of space-age wrap, some silver kind of funky wrap. I cut through those, pulled the box out, opened up the box, and what's inside? Another box, a styrofoam box this time, designed obviously to fit the board, fit it snugly, had a top and a bottom. I took the board out of there and I ended up with this. This is inside a fabric bag that comes with it. I was offered the option for a leather bag at an additional cost. I did decline it since I wanted just what you could get at the entry level. And the leather bag was a premium. I now regret it because looking back on it, it is a gorgeous leather bag. You'll see it in other people's videos. Perhaps that too might be in my future. This video, I don't have a videographer, so the camera is still, and I will be doing this in one take. So excuse the ums and ahs. I'm just thinking of stuff I need to do, like check my timer, and let's take a look at the board itself. I like black. It's my favorite color. Also, I wanted to go with a dark monochromatic design. This is covered in man-made leather, artificial leather, which is textured and looks fantastic. It's on both sides of the board, and you'll notice it does not have a handle. The hinges are exposed. I don't mind having the hinges exposed. It doesn't bother me. They don't touch the table surface. Also, I feel the leather is more forgiving for any grains of sand or salt or anything on the tabletop. I don't think it would scratch very easily compared to wood itself. Let me open up the board and show you what we've got to deal with here. Again, well, you design the inlays yourself, the color and the design, the point colors, etc. The inlays on this board are attached. FM does make mag-fit inlays that are interchangeable and held in place by magnets. They're extremely cool. You can pull them off and replace them with a completely different board design. Makes the board look like a completely different board. And they're quite affordable compared to buying another board. I stole an idea from Mark Olson. He has a video on YouTube where he shows us his favorite checker combination for a monochromatic dark board, and his checker combination was purple and orange, the last combination I would ever think of selecting, and it's brilliant because the colors really pop. There's no way you're going to overlook a checker on the board. Let me begin with the board itself. It's made of MDF, medium density fiberboard. It's very, very solid. It's heavily finished or varnished. It's got a thick coating of gloss finish on it. I can't imagine it chipping ever. As I say, I played, say, 400 games on it. There isn't a chip or a scratch anywhere on it. The hinges are recessed here. They are riveted in place, not screwed in place. There's a heavy-duty magnet that holds the board closed. The side rails hold the checkers sideways. 3 stacks of 5, which is exactly what I prefer. That way you can pull off a stack of 5 and just lay them out. Or bust them up like that and like that, and you're set. Let me do the same for orange. The board in, I believe it's width. I always get confused between the width and the length. The board in width is 20 1/4 inches. It's a tournament size. It makes for great gameplay because you're not reaching too far to get to the edges. It's not a problem, even though you can, with this board, just slide the checkers into place. They miraculously just slide and stop exactly where you want them. They're little mind readers. The board is very slick, but the checkers do not move unless you want them to. I've heard of like some cork boards being like air hockey tables. That is not the effect here. The board comes with a doubling cube, which happened to be matched to the purple checkers. It's 1 inch in size, has the FMGammon logo. It could be perhaps a little bit bigger than 1 inch. I'm just speculating there. It comes with standard dice. There is an option to upgrade to precision dice. I should have done that. I had ordered ahead of time from Amazon some precision dice that somewhat match the checker colors. So I passed on that. I did pay $23.95 for each pair. At FMGammon, 2 pairs are $50. You might as well go with FMGammon and get something that's matched correctly. Each checker is 44.5 millimeters by, I believe, 11 millimeters. They're nice and thick. They're a flat finish. Each one is individually patterned and marbled. The texturing and marbling is spectacular. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. They all are gorgeous. They feel like marble in your hands. They feel like a stone. They do not feel like plastic. But of course they are an epoxy resin. The surface itself is a proprietary surface, I believe. It's almost like a, it's not quite like wool, but it is padded, and it's soft to the touch, wonderfully smooth. Checkers just glide on it wonderfully. No regrets there whatsoever. Having the board or the inlay attached to the board is just fine with me because I'm very happy with this combination. The side rails are very solid. The cups are held in the middle with the checkers on the sides, and they do fit quite snugly, not too tight, but just tight enough for you to be able to put them away really quickly, and they don't rattle about. The dice cups do move a little bit, not a big deal, and the dice cups fit in your hand nicely. They are lined with, I believe, the same material as this, and they have a substantial trip lip. What is really special about the board is the sound it makes. The dice make just a very particular thick sound. Whoops, there goes the dice. Well, we'll drop those. We'll use these. I would call it a medium fast action. The dice take about a second and a half to stop. They sound wonderful when they come off the side rails, as do the checkers. Just the sounds when they hit the side rails or hit other checkers. I doubt the camera can pick up the nuances of it, but the sound of the gameplay is just wonderful, like music to my ears. In Turkey, the cafes all have inlaid backgammon boards on the table, on the wooden tables. You ask your waiter for checkers and dice, and you can sit there and play backgammon on a wooden surface, which is very slippery, and they often use wooden checkers. Not optimal, not something that you would use in tournaments, but definitely entertaining while you're sipping your cup of Turkish coffee. By the way, Turkey is a wonderful place with wonderful people. I highly recommend you visit. The history is incredible. The white sand beaches on the south coast are also incredible. Let's show you a little gameplay. Unfortunately, we've lost the purple dice, so we'll just play orange. Well, we got Lover's Leap right there, 6, 6, 5, whatever, however you want to take it. And let's see what purple's got. Purple's got a 6, 3. Let's just bring that down here like that, and that over there. Gameplay is fast. It's not tiresome whatsoever. As I say, you're not reaching far. You don't have to get up out of your seat. I have an injured shoulder, and it's a pleasure not having to stretch too far to go to the extreme corners of the board. And there is a magnet that holds the board closed. As I said, it doesn't have a handle. I like that because it does come with a scoreboard. There's my 15 minutes. It comes with a scoreboard. I opted for the leather scoreboard, which is a very heavy-duty, solid leather scoreboard, or the leather is solid. It's obviously hollow. You've got your number of points in your match, Crawford, post-Crawford, and your points right here. These are heavy-duty. This is about the heaviest duty scoreboard I've seen. Very, very much worthwhile. Oh, the reason I was picking it up is because with no handle, you can place the scoreboard right up next to the board. Also, if you use a standard clock, like the Leap clock, it fits perfectly right there. Doesn't want to move or anything. It's like it was made for it. Let me wrap this up by saying I am very, very happy with this purchase. Thank you very much, Fuat Mehta and Ali. Your customer service has been wonderful. You've been very patient with me, and I look forward to purchasing more boards from you in the future. If you're watching this video and wondering if you should purchase an FMGammon board, my vote is an overwhelming yes. I would give it 9.75 stars out of 10. The only drawback being that it is manufactured wood, and you can't tell somebody, hey, it's made of mahogany or it's made of some rare wood, so you don't get bragging rights like that, but it is rock solid and is something that you could pass down for generations. Thank you again. It's been Jim, and I look forward to my next unboxing of an FMGammon